Aloha, we are here at Down to Earth's Community Room on King Street, and we are back this month with Dieter. And Dieter, what are we making today?
Today we're going to make a Panna Cotta, which is an Italian dessert. It's kind of, if you're familiar with flan, Mexican flan, it's kind of a similar idea. You take cream and you put a gelling agent in it. Normally you'd add gelatin, but today we're going to use Agar Agar, which is a seaweed byproduct, and it makes it kind of like the texture of jello, but it's a little bit more soft. And we're going to sweeten it with a little bit of honey. Traditionally, it's flavored with vanilla, and then you have some fruits with it. So
okay. You had me at dessert.
It's a really, even though you're using cream, it still feels really light just because of the jello texture, and it's really nice with whatever seasonal fruit you have on hand.
Okay, it sounds fancy, the Panna Cotta. Is it easy to make?
Yeah, it's actually really easy. Today we're going to make a slightly more complicated version, but the really basic recipe is basically just dissolving the agar flakes into warm cream and then adding whatever flavors you want, and a little bit of sugar or honey, and then you put it in a mold. Today we're going to use like a muffin tin, and then you just put it in the refrigerator, wait 2 to 3 hours, and then it's set.
What is the agar agar?
So Agar Agar is this product. It comes in little flakes, and basically this is a byproduct of processing seaweed. So if you've ever felt seaweed, it's kind of slimy. That's what you get this product from that texture, and that's what gives the that jello-y texture.
Okay, great. Yeah, when the kids go to the beach and there's seaweed, they're throwing it on each other, so I'm very familiar with what it feels like. All right, let's start cooking. What's the first step?
So you're going to get the cream.
This one?
Yeah, it's heavy cream. You can also use half and half if you don't have heavy cream on hand.
Okay, the whole thing? So you can use half and half?
Yeah, you can use half and half. You can use canned coconut milk. Some people even just use milk if they're really trying to cut down on fat. Okay. That's fine. And then you're going to put the sunflower seeds in the blender along with it.
Okay, sunflower seeds, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What is this for?
So this is going to add a lot of like toasty, nutty flavor to it. Sunflower seeds have a unique, creamy flavor. You could do this with almonds or hazelnuts. You don't have to add seeds or nuts if you don't want. The traditional flavor is just plain vanilla. Okay. So this is just a little interesting take on it. Okay. And then you're gonna blend it for a little bit. You don't need it. It doesn't need to be like super smooth. Just wait until it's crushed up a little bit.
Now, I know last month we made the picnic spreads. This looks the same, but not.
No, it's definitely very different. So you're going to get this really thick, product, and you're going to put it into the nut milk bag. Okay. So that's what this is. When you get almond milk in a store, basically what they do is the same type of thing. They take water and almonds, they blend it up, and they put it through a nut milk bag or a really fine mesh bag. Okay. So it strains out all the pulp. Do you guys sell this
at your store?
Yeah, we have it right here.
Okay.
So,
great.
So you're going to put it in the bag.
Okay.
And it's really thick right now. Because we used heavy cream, it's a really high fat content. You can definitely add more water to thin it out. That's generally what I do. Instead of buying half and half, I'll just buy heavy cream, and if I want it a bit more light and thin texture, I'll just add some more water. Okay. So, and then you're just gonna start squeezing to get all of the liquid out, but none of the pulp.
Oh, like
so
this?
It takes a little bit of work. Yeah, so
that looks like a brain.
It down.
I'm sorry, I have a 9-year-old, so I sometimes go back.
So you're gonna squeeze out the liquid. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Kind of fun.
Cool, we're almost out of time, so I'll continue doing this over the break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll go ahead and finish the dish.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm milking a cow.
Yeah, it is kind of similar, actually.
And I do have a lot of experience doing that. All right, well, Dieter, thank you so much. We'll be back in a few, folks. Aloha, we are back here with Dieter at Down to Earth's community room, and I milked the cow. That's not what I did, but I got all of the liquid out of that bag, right? Okay, so we put it in this pot. So what are we doing next?
So, yeah, like, you know, once you get the milk out, you're going to heat it up in the pot, and then you're going to flavor it. So right now it just has the sunflower seeds and cream, but, you know, it's a dessert, so add a little bit of vanilla extract. That's the classic flavoring.
Okay, we're putting just a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay.
And then, of course, it's a dessert, so, you know, you could use whatever type of sweetener you want. Today we're going to use honey.
Okay.
So maybe just add like 1 big tablespoon.
Yum.
There's about a cup of cream, or, you know, liquid in there, so about a tablespoon. You don't want it too sweet.
And this is the good honey. Like, I recognize this bottle.
And then just whisk it in until it dissolves.
All right.
And also a little pinch of salt.
Okay, 2 and a pinch of salt.
And so just whisk it until it's all incorporated.
Okay, and the recipe that we're actually following, when I took the milk out of that bag, it actually says for it to sit overnight, which you can do to make it more flavorful, but you don't have to do it, right?
Yeah, so, you know, once you blend the sunflower seeds and cream together, in order to extract as much flavor as possible out of the seeds, it's great if you have the time to let it sit overnight in the refrigerator and then, you know, get all that liquid out. You don't have to. You're still going to get a really strong, nutty flavor out of it. It's just, it'll be even better the next day.
Okay.
So then what we're going to add is the Agar Agar flakes. So the general ratio is 1 cup of liquid to 1 tablespoon of Agar Agar flakes. Okay. And this, again, this is the gelling agent. So that's what's going to make it, when it's cold, firm up and be kind of like that flan jello texture.
Okay. That's so cool. I've never seen that.
And so you want to let it simmer for a little bit just to make sure the flakes are dissolved.
Okay.
And then today we're going to use mini muffin tins. There's just lightly oiled with a little bit of sunflower seed oil, just really neutral, light flavor oil.
Okay.
And so you want to fill up a couple of these.
Cool. Is that good? Is that too high?
No, that's fine.
Does it, I know when you bake something, it rises a little bit.
No, actually, these are different. They'll actually contract a little bit, so it's fine if you do it right up to the top. And so what you're going to do is put this in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours until it cools down and it firms up, and you're going to get something like this. You know, what I did is I flipped over the tin, and you get each, you know, little flans. This is made with a little bit bigger of a muffin tin. And then I put some diced up honeydew melon and some sunflower seeds on top. So you can do a bunch of different flavors. This one has rose water, cardamom, and lemon zest in it. And there's some mint on top. And then this one is just made with coconut milk and has some dried figs and cinnamon on top. So it's really easy to do it vegan. It's actually sweetened with maple syrup instead of honey.
So basically, once you do this, I mean, there's so many other options out there that you can. Okay, I'm going to try this. This is the one that we made, right, with the sunflower seeds.
Yeah, it has a, you know, a pretty subtle nutty flavor. It's not overpowering, but it's really nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm always so amazed when I come here, and, you know, I think people think that healthy food cannot taste good, but you prove me wrong all the time. Every time we come in here, I'm like, wow, that is good. And I know that our viewers would enjoy it too. Good stuff. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Down to Earth, how many locations do you have?
We currently have 5.
Okay.
There's going to be one opening in KHON, hopefully December or January.
Okay, great. Go check them out. Delicious. Also, you can check out their website because they have hundreds and hundreds of great recipes that are both healthy and delicious. Thank you.
Thanks.